at you with another edition of Weather for Weather Geeks on this Tuesday evening. A real November preview getting set to unfold over the next 48 hours. Today, as promised, it was a pretty decent afternoon across the area, but we did have those showers around for a time this morning. Rainfall totals were pretty modest. Some local rain gauges here, up to 1/10 of an inch or so. That was about it. I'm expecting rainfall totals this evening with another band of showers pushing through to also be on the lighter side. But wow, what a nice afternoon and early evening. Our sunset from our Canfield Fairgrounds camera shows the mostly clear skies that we still had overhead at sunset this evening. Now the clouds are building in, and actually you can see the clouds approaching from that western horizon at the very end of that time-lapse video. And as the clouds approach, rain showers will approach as well. Things are quiet as of 7:17 in our TV viewing area, but just off to our west, we have some showers, and occasionally some lightning and thunder has been associated with some of these showers, and there's been occasionally a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of this line coming east because there's been routine wind gusts of 35 to 50 miles per hour, and don't forget the official definition of a severe thunderstorm is 58 miles per hour or greater, and because of that possibility, occasionally there's been a severe thunderstorm warning issued by the National Weather Service offices in both Cleveland and Wilmington, Ohio. That covers the central and southwestern part of the Buckeye State. Now, this will keep rolling across Ohio over the next couple of hours, and it's going to be, a good puff of wind as these come across. This is in association with kind of a secondary cold front that's associated with a pretty stout area of low pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It's really easy to find it on our water vapor imagery this evening. You can see that swirl in the atmosphere. This kind of setup, if it were a month from now, 6 weeks from now, we'd be talking about a pretty good lake effect snow setup. But we're just not quite there yet. It is rain, and we'll talk more about the lake effect here momentarily, but the timing of our evening showers, a lot of this will push through our television viewing area between, say, 8:30 and about 10:30 or 11 o'clock or so this evening. Then we'll dry things out overnight, and the showers probably won't return to most of our area until we get into the afternoon tomorrow. Lake effect, whether it be rain or snow, it's all about the temperature difference. It has something to do with the wind direction as well, but the big ingredient you need is a big temperature difference between the water and the air that's blowing over the water. And what's especially important is the air temperature upstairs, not necessarily here at the ground level, but up a couple of thousand feet in the atmosphere. The water temperatures on Lake Erie are still in the lower 60s. That's a handful of degrees warmer than the average, and it's near record warmth for this time of the year. So we have water temperatures in the low 60s. We have air temperatures up at the 5,000 foot level that will be dropping down into the upper 20s and lower 30s as we go into parts of Wednesday night, Thursday, all the way through Friday morning. So that kind of instability is going to yield several lake effect rain showers, perhaps some grapple, perhaps some thunder and lightning up near the lakeshore in some of these bands of lake effect rain. Now, in our TV viewing area, the lake effect really won't be much of a factor until we get into tomorrow night. During the day Wednesday, we get off to a dry start, and by Wednesday afternoon, there could be a little light rain. It's just going to be kind of gross outside during the second half of the day Wednesday. Upper 40s to around 50, a couple of showers around the area. Then the lake effect really gets going in earnest overnight, and the farther south you are, the fewer raindrops you'll see. If you live in a place like East Liverpool, Lisbon, Salineville, down in Columbiana County, you're not going to see many of these rain showers. But as you get up towards Route 224 and then especially Interstate 80 and northward, there's going to be rain showers, and there's going to be, just like with lake effect snow, changeable conditions at times. Wednesday night into the daylight hours on Thursday. There may be a time on Thursday that the lake effect wants to wane and kind of hug the lakeshore, but nonetheless, again, especially if you live in our northern viewing area, you're going to be fair game to see several rounds of showers right through daybreak on Friday. Some impressive rainfall totals, but a lot of it over the lake because of the orientation of some of these heavier bands. The 2-3 inch plus amounts of rain will be mostly over open waters, but along the lakeshore, up in Ashtabula County, up into Erie County, PA, Chautauqua County, New York, that's the southwestern corner of New York State. Some places might see up to, an inch or two worth of rain from this lake effect action as it really kicks in earnest. Quick trip down to the tropics. We haven't talked about the tropics much of late because it's been a pretty quiet second half of the season. Don't forget, though, the tropical season in the Atlantic Basin runs until the end of November. We're not quite done with tropical threats just yet, but looks like Melissa is not going to be a threat to the U.S. This is a difficult forecast for parts of the Caribbean, though, especially Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, Haiti, a very mountainous island in the central Caribbean, and This might interact with Hispaniola, or it might just very slowly drift west. It may become a hurricane for a time, but this thing is going nowhere in a hurry. Now, if it were to make more of a northeastward trek across Hispaniola, it'd probably just get torn apart. If it avoids Hispaniola, it may stay an entity for a while longer, but it seems unlikely that it's going to have any impact in the U.S. Eventually, it's either going to just peter out or head out over the open Atlantic. Back here at home, things will be quieting down here Friday into the weekend. The final weekend of October looks pretty benign, just chilly. It'll be hoodie weather for sure. Temperatures no better than the 50s both Saturday and Sunday. Brief warm-up early next week, but then I think it's going to turn chilly again during that final few days of October and towards Halloween time. Still too early to talk about precipitation chances around trick-or-treat and Halloween, but to me, it looks pretty chilly at the very end of the month. That'll do it for me on this Tuesday evening's edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you back here, same time, same place, on Wednesday.